with yourself. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have any special things coming up. Not really.
Katie was nominated as one of the best state yoga instructors.
I mean, it's not really. I mean, thank you.
People, you guys need to go. If you just go to City Weekly, and I
Makes me feel so uncomfortable.
At the end of class, you just go on. It's really easy to vote, and there's like various categories, and she's in the yoga category. Oh, yeah, no, she's in two categories.
Oh my gosh, which is like kind of a joke. I'm a social media influencer. Or like fitness influencer or something. I don't know. No pressure. I feel a little strange. Thank you, Sally. Sally's my PR rep. Well, thank you.
She deserves it.
Thank you. All right. Okay, any other questions, comments, requests, announcements? Okay, let's just practice our yogas. So go ahead, and if you're not already there, find a comfortable seat. And I always like in the beginning to just move my body around a little bit. So maybe roll your shoulders out, roll your head around. And then eventually, other side on the bottom left, Andrea. Eventually find stillness in your body. So let your hands rest somewhere intentionally, maybe on your lap, maybe hands to heart, maybe one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. And then eventually close your eyes. So here in the beginning, see if you can just allow yourself to be still. It's something that we are very uncomfortable with. We have a hard time not distracting ourselves with something more interesting. We have a hard time not wandering off with our mind or responding to our impulses to move. So see if you can just be still. See if you can start to tune in to your inner world in a way that makes it interesting. So just notice what's present for you this morning. Notice any sensations you feel physically. And also see if you can go a little bit deeper. See if you can feel into your energetic body. See if you can feel into any emotions or feelings that you might have moving around inside of you. So not trying to change anything or fix anything or control anything, but just allowing whatever's present to be present. And you get to witness it, you get to watch. So even your thoughts, see if you can start to watch them rather than interact with them, rather than attach to them. Just let them come, let them go. And then start to notice your breath, the rise and the fall, the expansion and contraction. And see if you can use your breath to really anchor you into this present moment. So no matter what is going on around you, no matter what chaos is going on in your life right now, in this moment, everything is okay. Feel yourself here in this space. Feel your breath flowing through your body. Feel the aliveness inside of you. Next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. Take a moment to hold in that fullness. Maybe even sip in a little bit extra. Open your mouth. A big sigh when you're ready. Let it go. Ah. Couple more rounds just like that. Inhale, fill up. Take a moment, pause in fullness. Let that breath circulate around inside. And then open your mouth and let it go. Release, soften. Ah. One more time, just like that. Great big, huge inhale. Pause at the top. See if you can keep holding your breath, but relax and soften around your held breath. And then when you're ready, open your mouth, sigh it out. Ah. Good, nice job, friends. Seal your lips now and start to cultivate ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So it's a deep diaphragmatic breath. It's slow, it's steady, it's spacious. And you really hear it as it flows through the back of your throat. Sounds like a gentle whisper, an oceanic sound. So take a moment to connect with your breath, to find your own internal rhythm. And then take that with you. And whenever you are ready, no rush, come forward to your hands and your knees and start to explore movement in any way you want to from your hands and knees. So if you practice yoga all the time, you probably know cat-cows. You could do them in your sleep. Maybe that's where you start, just the flexion and extension of your spine. Maybe you take your hips all the way around in great big circles. So even just from hands and knees, there's a million ways to explore your body. Sometimes I like to imagine I'm some sort of animal, a four-legged creature. I just woke up from a nap. I'm getting ready to run through the jungle. How would I stretch? How would I warm up my body? So feel all the different ways in which your body can move. You're welcome to close your eyes. That's what I encourage. So get out of your head and into your body. This is not an exercise for your mind. So that voice that says, do I look weird? Am I doing it right? How does the person next to me look? Let that voice disappear and see if you can use your felt senses. Again, it's something our society is uncomfortable with. It's something we feel self-conscious about is our movement. See if you can let that go and just feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Get out of your head into your body. In your next about 3 to 5 breaths, downward facing dog is your destination. So no rush. Let's start your own transition back to down dog when you are ready. And once you're back in down dog, go ahead and explore from there. So maybe you pedal out your heels, shift your weight from side to side. Maybe give your head a little shake, yes or no. So focus on finding lots of length, creating lots of space from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. Maybe you bend your knees a lot. Maybe you work your heels towards the ground. Really feel into the space and length in the backs of your legs. If you're not sure how far apart your hands and your feet should be, a good way to measure is to come forward into a plank position like you're about to do a push-up. And then from there, just lift your hips up and push them back. Maybe bend your knees a lot. So imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up, it's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So you feel a connection to your center. And then can you feel a connection to your breath, big and spacious? Take one more huge round of breath. And then at the end of your exhale, slowly crawl your hands to the back of your yoga mat. Find yourself in a forward fold. So eventually all the weight comes into your feet, little or big bend in your knees. Feet are about hips width distance apart, or maybe even wider, especially for this first one. Grab opposite elbows if you'd like and take ragdoll pose. Sometimes I even like to bring my hands behind my head, interlace my fingers at the base of my skull, give the back of my neck some traction. So notice here, are you rocking back into your heels? And if so, see if you can bring your weight more forward. So into your toes and the balls of your feet. And then use the strength in your core, your connection to center, to lift your butt as high as you can. Let the crown of your head fall towards the ground and breathe. If it's helpful, bend your knees a lot. So really try not to rock back into your heels and lock out your knees. Take one more round. Release your arms if you're holding them. Inhale to a halfway lift position. So shoulder blades hug your spine, get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, bow and fold. Very nice. Do that one more time. Halfway lift. So butt sticks out behind you, top of your head reaches forward, back of your neck is long. So gaze down, exhale, fold, let it go. This time, press into your feet, lead with your heart. So come through your halfway lift all the way to stand, arms to the sky. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. Flowing with your breath, inhale, reach up, stretch tall. Exhale, hinge at your hips, slow dive down. I like to bring my hands through my third eye center in a prayer position when I don't have a lot of space to my sides. As you breathe in, find your halfway lift. So press back through the tops of your thighs and see if you can even feel your sit bones broaden. Exhale, bow and fold. Good breathing, press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. So much awareness, arms to the sky. Hands to heart as you exhale. Do that one more time, moving meditation. Inhale, reach up, high mountain. Exhale, follow your breath down, traction out your spine. Nice, Sally. As you inhale, halfway lift. So feel into all that length in your back body. Exhale, bow and fold all the way to empty in your breath. From the press of your feet, rise. Arms reach, maybe you gaze up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Beautiful, friends. Inhale, take your arms up. And this time, as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. And if you tend to lock out your elbows like I'm doing right now, bend your elbows, press your palms together, and see if you can squeeze your elbows towards each other. See if you can keep all of that and then start to reach your hands back away from your body. Maybe even create a little back bend. So lift your heart up, not your head, but your heart. Puff up through your chest. Hug in with your inner thighs, press your hips gently forward. Feel your body, feel your breath. Take one more big inhale. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, heart leads all the way down as you exhale, forward fold. Relax your neck at the bottom, so maybe you bend your knees a lot. Maybe you widen your stance. See if you can lift your knuckles up. See if you can even reach your knuckles forward. See if you can lift your sit bones, your butt higher, weight forward in your feet. Soften your face, maybe give your head a little shake or a little nod. Nice, Ellie. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, hands to low back, release your clasp, let your arms hang. Give them a little shake out. Good job. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen out. Exhale, listen, plant your hands or your fingertips and mindfully crawl forward into a plank pose. So like you're a four-legged animal, try not to be heavy, be mindful. Once you're in your plank, pause there, push into the ground, make sure your fingers are spreading really wide. See if you can take little baby rocks forward and back, like you're sawing through wood with your body. So nothing changes in your position, just little rocks forward, back. Keep breathing. Take one more big inhale, that little rock forward onto your tippy toes or knees come down to modify. Exhale, lower halfway. So strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Yes, one more like that. Exhale, little rock forward, lower halfway, hold. Inhale, push back up. Nice, Chris. Exhale, slow as you can. All the way to your belly. Find a back bend of your choice. So lift your heart, baby cobra, full cobra, sphinx, Spider-Man. So feel into the space and length in your front body now. Feel into the opening of your heart in the front of your shoulders. When you are ready, downward facing dog. Big deep breaths. You've got about 5 rounds in your dog pose. So feel free to move around, explore. Maybe you even want to take one leg up and then the other. Maybe you want to turn it into a turbo dog. So the only thing that you change for turbo dog is your arms. Bend your elbows a lot and squeeze them in towards one another. So your forearms are hovering just an inch or so above the ground. Yeah. Keep lifting from your center. Keep breathing slow and steady. Nice, Yvette. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Step, tiptoe, or hop top of your space, forward fold. With your inhale, lift halfway, lengthen spine nice and long. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Arms reach, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. Pause here, grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand, and then side body stretch towards the windows. So upper body goes right as your hips go left. It's like a crescent moon shape you're creating. Keep your left shoulder plugged into the socket. So pull your left shoulder back and down, and then gently tug with your right arm. Resist with your left arm. So you're creating stability as you create mobility. More weight in your left foot. Your right tiptoes can reach out to the right if you want. Take one more big, huge breath, as big as you can breathe into your left waistline. Inhale back to center, both feet on the ground. Switch your grip, grab your right wrist, and then up and over to the other side. So hips to the right, upper body to the left. Most of your weight in your right foot, especially the inner edge. Yeah, nice, Lily. Keep your right shoulder plugged in. Gently tug with your left arm. Breathe. Your right bicep should be next to your ear, not in front of your face. Take one more round. Inhale, back up. As you exhale, cactus your arms. So for now, that's all you do. Just cactus your arms. Now, hug in with your inner thighs and start to press your hips forward. It doesn't have to be a little bit, or it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit. And then start to squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades towards your spine. Puff up through your chest. Take your gaze up. Keep hugging in with your inner thighs. Press your hips forward. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. You should be able to breathe here. Soften your face. Take one more round. As you breathe in, back through center, arms up, neutral spine. As you exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees a lot. Swing your arms back behind you. Your heart stays lifted, so like you're in a cobra pose. Nice, Laura. Stay connected to your center. So feel your belly button pull in and up. Imagine you're trying to squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. It helps me if I bend my elbows and then try to squeeze my elbows towards each other behind my back. You can stay here or option for a balance challenge. Float up onto your tiptoes. The higher your heels go, lower your butt goes. Yes, awesome. Take one more round. Slow, steady breaths. Awesome, Sophia. Inhale all the way up. Maybe you're still on your tiptoes. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. Slow dive down. Forward fold. Nice, River. Good job. Heels on the ground. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Take your vinyasa however you would like. We'll see you back in downward facing dog. So you can add a couple push-ups, take it on your knees, skip it completely. Nice, Caleb. Back to down dog, find your breath. All right, next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky. Keep your hips square, so inner thighs face each other, and your right hip faces down, slightly back. I don't care about height, but I care about strength and length. So make your right leg as straight and as strong and as powerful as you can. Yes, nice, Andrea. Take one more big, huge inhale. Push into the ground with your fingertips. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So round your back, shoulders are over your wrist. Stay here as you breathe in. You should be on your back, tippy, tippy toes. And then exhale, step your right foot through softly. Rise to crescent lunge. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Yes, very nice. Find your stability here by hugging in. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. Your legs are your strong foundation. Draw your belly button in and up so you feel that connection to center. Your heart might lift a little higher. Reach through your fingertips, maybe even gaze up. Yes, take one more big inhale. As you exhale, we're gonna take a side body stretch. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and then just your upper body to the right. Your hips are still square. So pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe down into your left side. See if you can even feel a stretch in the front of your left hip. Beautiful. Take one more round, maybe reaching just a little bit further. Nice, Cam. As you inhale, come back to crescent. You can release your grip. As you exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Legs stay the same. Twist, right arm to the sky. So revolve lunge, nice width. See if you can keep your legs strong. So rather than sinking into your hips and twisting from your legs, twist from your center. Imagine you're trying to drag your right hip back, but at the same time, your right knee is magnetized to your left armpit. Breathe down into your belly. As you exhale, pull your belly button away from your front thigh. Twist a little bit further. Take a couple more rounds. Perfect, Meg. Good. Nice job, everyone. End of your second exhale. So take it all the way to empty and then unwind. Listen here. Pivot your back heel down. Warrior two, rise up. So your back foot is now parallel to the back edge of your mat. Your right toes, your front toes are still facing directly forward. Nice, Christine. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body. So rather than sticking your butt out, see if you can wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body and then feel your front knee track towards your pinky toe. Nice, Steve. Shoulders are stacked over hips, so your weight feels nice and centered. I love to close my eyes in warrior two and feel it from the inside. So feel, is your pelvis neutral? Are you letting your hips open? Are you softening through your neck and your shoulders? Or are you straining through your neck and your shoulders? Take one more full breath. As you inhale, reach forward as far as you can, like you want to touch the front wall. Reach, reach, reach. Nice, John. And then tip it over. Right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Awesome, Griffin. Maybe your right elbow rests on your right thigh lightly. Maybe you take your left arm forward, bicep next to your ear. Nice, Chris. Lengthen your left side. If the half or the full bind is in your practice, feel free to go there. See if you can be in your pose, work your pose for about 2 more huge breaths. Keep tracking your front knee open. Keep pressing through the back or the outer edge of your back foot so your back leg stays strong. Yes, one more round, soften through your face. Good job. Next time you inhale, rise up, straighten out your front leg. So come back to warrior two and just straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. So all of your toes are now facing towards the left wall. Take your arms to the sky, breathe in. And as you exhale, maybe you can swan dive, or maybe like you're going in a clockwise motion, you kind of go over to the right and all the way down. So just have fun with it. I know we're lacking space in here. If you want to roll down, that's fine too. And then just hang out in your wide-legged fold. Few deep breaths. If you need to stagger yourself, feel free. Or maybe you know your neighbor well. You want to have a little fun here. You do you. You can just hang out and work your fold. Or if you want to move around, explore, feel free. Please stay present, stay in your body. So even if you're choosing out of the practice, you're still staying present with yourself. You're still staying present with your breath. Good job, you guys. Last couple of rounds. If you don't want to practice and you want to go out there, that's totally fine. Bring your fingertips to the ground. You've got big eyes, like you're like, what can I do? Walk your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes to face forward, and then step your back foot forward, forward fold. Halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Now listen, chair pose again. You've already been here. Bend your knees, weight in your heels, lift your heart. Nice work. So take a moment, feel the strength in your legs, feel your connection to your center. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart and twist to your right. Your left elbow might come to the outside of your right thigh, or maybe you just keep your hands in prayer. Work your twist as far as you can using the strength in your core. If you want to go for the variation with your left hand reaching towards the ground, right arm reaching towards the sky, feel free. Take about 2 or 3 more big, deep breaths. Weight is in your heels. Your butt is reaching back. Breathe down into your belly. Good job. Nice work. Soften around your pose. One last breath. End of your exhalation, release, forward fold. Good work, my friends. Halfway lift position on an inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, vinyasa, however you would like. Heart lifts as you breathe in. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Nice rose. Reconnect to your breath. Reconnect to your body. Maybe you notice, how does your right side feel versus your left side? Maybe you take a couple open mouth sighs. Ah. Next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky. Stretch it out. Hips square, so left hip faces down, slightly back, inner thighs face each other. Press into your fingertips, so use the power in your arms, and then feel that lift that comes from your belly button, from your center. Strength through your left leg, like you're lifting yourself out of your hands. Take one more big inhale. Nice, Laura. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Round your spine, hollow out. Stay here as you breathe in. See if you can lift higher through your waistline. And then exhale, step through. Nice, Lily. Rise as you are ready. Crescent lunge. Good width. So front knee over front ankle. Beautiful halls. High on the ball of your back foot. Hug towards midline. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. You're not trying to sink as deep as you can. You're finding that balance, stability with mobility. Yes. Soft face. So no satellite eyes, just soft through your gaze. Maybe gaze up. Feel your breath flowing through. Feel your body. One more inhale. As you exhale, grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand, and then side body stretch. Pull your upper body to the left. Lengthen through your right side. Keep pulling your left hip back, right hip forward energetically. Nice, Yvette. See if you can feel that stretch all the way down into the front of your right hip. Soften around the pose. One more round. You got it. Good. Inhale back up. You can release your grip. Exhale, hands come down. Legs stay the same. Add a twist. Right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky. If you're using blocks, maybe you use a block under your right hand. I just come up to my right fingertips personally. See if you can use each exhale to ring out. So from the inside, ring out from your spine, from your center. All the way to empty with each breath. Take a couple more. Back leg strong. Squeeze your inner thighs. Nice summer. End of your second exhale. Let it go. Pivot your back heel down. Set up your warrior 2 stance. Rise when you are ready. Virabhadrasana 2. Beautiful. So left toes directly forward. Right toes directly to the right. As you bend deeply into your front knee, make sure it's not falling in. So get it to track open towards your pinky toe. Nice, Robin. Notice if your right hip tends to kind of shoot forward and draw it back. So feel into a neutral pelvis while allowing your hips to open. Maybe close your eyes and feel this pose from the inside. Feel your breath. Next time you inhale, reach forward as far as you can. See if you can feel your rib cage slide forward. And then the only thing that has to change is your arms. Left arm towards the ground, right arm towards the sky for your side angle. Maybe your left elbow rests on your left thigh gently. Maybe your right arm reaches forward, bicep next to your ear. Imagine your heart wants to look up. So rather than closing off through your heart, open up. Half bind or full bind. You're welcome to go there if it's in your practice. Last couple big, deep breaths. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Good work from the press of your feet. Next inhale, rise up, back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. So turn all of your toes towards the windows. Take your arms up, inhale. And then however you need to make your dive down, maybe you try counterclockwise this time. I like taking my upper body all the way to one side and then to the ground. So get creative, get curious. Once you are in your wide-legged fold, about 5 rounds. Big deep breaths. You can move around, you can hang out. Stay in your body. Stay on your mat. Resist your impulse to go somewhere else. Resist your impulse to distract. Just be here. Last couple of rounds. Feel free to take open mouth sighs. Fingertips to the ground if they're not there already. And then spider curl your hands forward. You can make everything more interesting if you just pay attention. Bless you. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold and bow. One more time here, chair pose. Bend your knees, weight in your heels, lift your heart. Nice, Mary Jo. So take a moment. Weight is in your heels. Your butt is reaching back like there's a chair just a little too far behind you. You're reaching your butt back towards it. Take one more in breath. As you exhale, hands to prayer. Twist to your left. Maybe your right elbow to the outside of left thigh. Maybe you're just hovering your right elbow in space and you're using your core to keep you twisted. You might even reach your right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. So variations are welcome. Butt reaches back, spine is long, not rounded. Breathe into your belly, work your twist with each exhale. Little tiny bit further, take one more round. Very nice, nice Jane. End of your exhale, forward fold, let it go. Lift halfway, realign. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise all the way to stand, arms to the sky, stretch tall. Either hands to heart or arms down by your sides with your palms facing forward, open. So close your eyes and just stand with as much awareness, as much intention and attention as you possibly can. So feel your feet rooting down. All of your toes are facing forward. Feel your pelvis neutral, your spine neutral. Feel your shoulders broad. Draw up through the crown of your head and embody a mountain. This is called mountain pose. So make yourself feel steady, strong. Feel your breath flowing through. So this is yoga, just paying attention, being more aware. It can even be in the simplest of poses. We'll take that entire flow now, one breath, one movement. Doesn't mean we speed through it with momentum. It means we move slowly, mindfully with our strong, deep breath. If at any time you want to take a break, You want to move on your own? Totally fine with me. You do you. If you're coming with me, one more big inhale into your mountain pose. Fill up as big as you can and hold. Open mouth sigh. Let it go. Ah, good. Ujjayi breath. Arms reach up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale up and over to the right. Send your hips left. Inhale through center. Switch your grip. Other side. Exhale up and over like a crescent moon shape. Inhale back to center. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms. Make it come from your mid and your upper back. Hug in with your inner thighs. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So bend your knees, swing your arms back, maybe float to your tiptoes. Inhale, maybe stay on tiptoes, high mountain all the way up as tall as you can grow. Yes, maybe stay on your tiptoes, dive down, forward fold. Nice, Sal, heels on the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, long through the back of your neck. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So try to keep that exhale going as you lower. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders down and back. Elbow tips point back. Exhale, down dog. Nice, Charles. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Lots of awareness, lots of intention. Now use your core. Exhale, step your right foot forward softly. Rise up, crescent lunge, strong through your legs, heart is lifted. As you exhale, grab your left wrist, upper body to the right, side body stretch. Inhale, come back to center, release your grip. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, let that go. Pivot your back heel down. Warrior two as you breathe in, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, empty out. Listen, I'm going to change it up a little bit. Inhale, reverse warrior. So all the way up, all the way back. Yes, and exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, step your back foot forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow, let it go. Chair pose, weight in your heels, bend your knees, lift your heart. Exhale, twist to your right. You can take prayer, you can use your arms, left hand down, right arm up if you want. Inhale, stay. And then as you exhale, let it go forward, fold. Halfway lift, realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga dandasana. Skip it if you'd rather. Heart lift, shoulders back and down. Hips lift, down dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky, strong, active through your left foot. Exhale, step your left foot through softly. Roots through your feet, rise. Inhale, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Side body stretch, grab your right wrist. You can make this your own if you want. Take a different variation to the left. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to the earth. Twist with your inhale. Peel the left side of your heart open, reach up. Nice, Griffin. Exhale, unwind, pivot your back heel down. Breathe in, warrior two, rise. Nice, Steve. Exhale, reach forward, tip it over, side angle all the way to empty in your breath. Good, Lily. Inhale, remember reverse warrior. So stay in your legs, left side long. Yes. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down and step your back foot forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow. Chair pose. Inhale, lift your heart, bend your knees a lot. Exhale, take your twist to the left, prayer hands or right hand to the ground, left arm to the sky. Stay here as you breathe in, hold. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway, realign, inhale. Use your breath, exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet and rise all the way up, big full body stretch, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. We've got one more round. Listen for a few small changes. Reach up, breathe in. Side body stretch towards the windows. Exhale, up and over. Through center, inhale. Other side, exhale, up and over. Inhale, back to center. Back bend, cactus your arms, puff up through your heart. Inhale, arms to the sky, realign your spine. Chair plane or drinking bird, option to balance on your tiptoes. Yes. Stay on your tiptoes if you want. High mountain all the way up as tall as you can possibly grow. Exhale, stay on your tiptoes, dive down. Let your ankles shake and tremble. It's your edge. Meet yourself there. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower. Good work. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, down dog. Stay with me. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Hold here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Inhale, back up. Yes. Right knee, right elbow this time, or aim for your armpit. Even out of push-up, bend your elbows. Inhale, back up. Yes. Exhale, knee to your nose, everybody, and then step through. Rise up, inhale, crescent lunge. Side body stretch towards the windows. You can make it your own or grab your left wrist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands come down. Twist, breathe in, open through the right side of your heart. Reach up through your right fingertips. Exhale, let it go. Back heel pivots down, warrior two, inhale. Very nice. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over. Empty out. Breathe into your reverse warrior. So stay deep in your front knee, right side long. Yes. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, low lunge, listen. Standing split. So we're adding something in. Left leg lifts up as high as it will go, even if that's 2 inches away from the ground. This is a one-legged forward fold. So let your neck relax, let your head be heavy. Yeah, if you want to play with some handstand hops, if you want to play with your balance, go for it. Really nice. See if you can stay present, stay with your breath, soften your face. One more big inhale. Exhale, forward fold, top of your space. If you want to, tuck and curl, a little tiny potato bug ball might feel good. Inhale to a halfway lift, spine long. Exhale, fold and bow. Chair pose, breathe in, weight in your heels, lift your heart. Now we've got our twist to the right. With your exhale, twist your way. Hold as you breathe in, see if you can twist more. And then exhale, let it go, forward fold, all the way to empty in your breath. Halfway lift, realign, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Use your breath to power you through your practice. Heart lifts with your inhale. Hips lift, exhale. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. You can hold here if you want, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your obliques. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Exhale, left to left, aim high. Maybe add a little push-up. Nice, John. Inhale, back up. Everyone, exhale, left knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, then step through. Good, Rachel. Rise as you breathe in, crescent lunge. Side body stretch with your exhale. So up and over. You can make it your own or grab your right wrist. Back to center with your inhale. Hands to the ground. Exhale. One more time. Revolve, lunge. Work your twists. Make it come from your center. Exhale, let it go. Back heel pivots down. Virabhadrasana 2 as you breathe in, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, stay open through your hips, open through your heart. Inhale, reverse warrior, keep that deep bend in your front knee, left side long, good. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Now listen, standing splits, right leg floats up. One-legged forward fold. Don't psych yourself out with the name. I do not care how high your right leg goes. See if you can energize through your right toes, get them to spread. If you want to play with some handstand hops, if you want to play with your balance, left arm behind left leg, go for it. Nice, Ellie. If you're holding, neck is relaxed. You're not gazing forward and straining. Your gaze is up somewhere near your belly button or the sky. Take one more inhale, maybe lift a tiny bit higher. Good, Sal. Exhale, forward fold. If you want, little tiny potato bug ball. Inhale, halfway lift. Heels down, spine long. You're almost there. Exhale, fold. Last time, chair pose. Breathe in, sit low. Twist to your left. Exhale, stay as you breathe in. See if you can twist a little more, lengthen your spine a little more, sit a little lower. And then forward fold. Exhale, breathe it out. Good job, friends. Halfway lift, inhale. And listen, plant your hands, feet back. Vinyasa however you would like. End up in what's called screaming toe pose. It's so fun. So you're just going to come into a kneeling position with your toes curled under. So knees about hips width distance apart. Don't let your heels drift apart. Hug your inner heels towards midline. Just close your eyes and breathe here for a moment. So you're just taking a moment to come back. If the heat is building in the soles of your feet, see if you can send your breath there. See if you can soften around that discomfort or just be with the discomfort. So not trying to fix it, not trying to make it go away. Just using your breath to soften around it. Take about 3 more. Open mouth size at any time. Soften your face, unclench your jaw, last couple rounds. So good for your plantar fascia, for the soft tissue on the soles of your feet. One last big, huge breath. End of your exhale, tabletop, untuck your toes. You can give the tops of your feet a little pitter-patter tap against the ground. Yeah, and then back to downward facing dog when you are ready. Feel all of that new awareness in your feet. Reconnect to your Ujjayi breath. And again, if you are choosing out of the practice, that's fine, but just stay on your mat, stay in your body. Maybe close your eyes. Take a great big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step or hop, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, rise all the way to stand. Big full body stretch at the top. Inhale, hands to heart, exhale. All right, we're gonna balance for a moment. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. Now root down into your left foot, float your right knee up, standing staff. Flex your right toes, so dorsal flexion, toes back towards your shin. Hug in with your inner thighs. Find your breath, focus your gaze. Right knee is lifted. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, figure four. So sit back, one-legged chair, outer right ankle, top of your left thigh. Good. You can stay here. Maybe you turn it into a chair plane variation. Arms reach back behind you. Maybe you turn it into a twist. You can bring your right elbow to the sole of your right foot, hands to prayer, or even a forward fold, or if an arm balance is in your practice, you want to play with it, feel free. So make it your own. Big deep breaths. Soften with your exhales. Good. Not straining, focused and alert, calm and relaxed all at the same time. Take about 2 more. Keep the flexion in your right toes. Your pose, your body, your breath. See if you can slowly come back to your standing staff. Good job. So right knee lifts. If you want to, you can even extend your right leg forward. Try not to lean back. Take one more big inhale. Slow motion, move through warrior 3 to find a low lunge. So right leg reaches back, arms might reach forward, or try your own arm variation. See if you can find your warrior 3 for at least 1. Nice Meg, maybe 2 breaths. Nice Lily, and then low lunge, hands to the ground, right toes at the back of your mat. Good job. Bring your hands to the inside of your left foot, walk your left foot out wide. Yes, you might even bring your left foot onto the hardwood floor. See if you can slowly work your upper body closer to the ground. Back knee can stay lifted 4 more or come down for a little less. Try not to lean over to your right, but encourage your weight to your left. Keep your left knee on top of or a little bit behind your ankle. And then if you want to, at any point, your left toes can spin out to the left. You can roll onto the outer edge of your left foot a bit. Send your breath all the way down into your hips. Very nice, you guys. See if you can notice, where are you tensing up? Where are you resisting? And just by noticing, maybe visualize your breath moving into those spaces. Let yourself soften, let yourself relax around the discomfort. Take about 2 or 3 more. Open mouth exhales, welcome at any time. Good job. End of your next exhale. Let's all take one more big, huge in breath. Hold in fullness, send it all the way down into your hips. And then big sigh out your mouth. Ah, good. Lift back up to your hands if you're not there already. Plant them under your shoulders. Lift your back knee off the ground and work your left foot back so you'll be in a plank position. From your plank position, Vashisthasana, side plank, right hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. If you want to modify, right knee can come down, or right forearm can come down. Lift your hips really high, nice chels. Maybe left arm reaches forward, so it's like a side body stretch. Maybe your left leg even floats up. If your left leg floats up, see if you can lift your hips even higher. Take one more huge round of breath, fullest expression. End of your exhale, plank or modify. Inhale at the top, push the ground away. Exhale all the way down to your belly. Back bend of your choice. So take a moment, lift your heart. Maybe you take a couple breaths. And then just hands and knees, just tabletop. All right, we'll thread the needle here. So right arm out to the right, all the way up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach through as far as you can. Come down to rest outside of your shoulder, outside of your head gently. You can make this more active if you want to, or you can make it more passive if you'd rather. Stay present, stay with your breath. Good. Feel your breath in your back body. So if I came over to you and put my hands on your back, I should be able to tell, are you inhaling? Are you exhaling? Are you expanding? Are you contracting? Soften your face, soften your outer shell. Very nice. Last couple rounds here. If you do happen to have your left hand or your left knee lifted, set them both back on the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your right arm and reach it all the way up as high as you can. Open up. You might even take an extra breath here if this feels good. And then eventually set your right hand down. For a moment, again, screaming toe pose. So tuck your toes under, sit back onto your heels. Knees are about hips width distance apart, heels hug in. You can rest your hands, or if you want, you can do something intentional with your arms. Totally up to you. Maybe close your eyes, visualize your breath moving down into your feet. If it's way too much, bring your hands to the ground in front of you and take some weight off. Come back in when you're ready. About 3 more breaths. Sit up tall. Draw up through the crown of your head. So everything in yoga is mindful. We're not just plopping ourselves back. We're intentionally, mindfully sitting back and feeling what's there, responding to it from a place of presence and wisdom and love. Take one more big inhale. And if you want, open mouth sigh. Good. Come forward to hands and knees again. Untuck your toes, that pitter-patter tap against the ground. Yeah. Downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Take a great big inhale. As you exhale, look to the top of your space, however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, spinal extension, breathe in, lengthen. Nice cam, exhale, fold. Root through your feet all the way up, big stretch at the top. And hands to heart, exhale. All right, balancing once again. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. Right foot is your foundation. Lift your left knee. Good. Flex your left toes. Hug in with your inner thighs. Find your breath, find your balance. Maybe focus your gaze. Good. Slowly and mindfully, figure 4, outer left ankle, top of your right thigh. Sit back into a one-legged chair. You can keep your hands in prayer, or maybe a chair plane, maybe a twist, maybe a fold or an arm balance. Flex your left toes. Nice river. Breathe all the way down into your hips. Actively press your outer ankle into the top of your thigh. If you're sitting back, your weight is primarily in your heel. Good. Breathe all the way down. Couple more. Focused and alert. calm and relaxed all at the same time. Whatever's going on around you is going on around you. Find your own center, your own connection to yourself. Slowly come back into your standing staff. Nice also left knee lifts. Active through your left foot. If you want to, extend your left leg forward. Press through your heel. See if you can get your thigh, your quad muscle to engage. One more inhale. Slow motion through warrior three, back to a low lunge. So remember, see if you can pause for at least one, maybe 2 breaths in your warrior three. Any arms you want to use, nice Tiffany. And then low lunge. So when you are ready, hands come down. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your mat, nice and wide. Back knee can stay lifted for more intensity. Come down for less intensity. See if you can start to let your heart melt. Try not to lean to the left. Good, Yvette. But encourage your weight to the right. Don't let your right knee come forward of your ankle. It's not inherently bad by any means. It's just taking the mobility out of your hip and moving it into your knee and your ankle. So we want to work our hips. Send your breath there. Soften where you can soften. Almost like we were sitting at the very beginning of class. Just feel whatever there is to feel flowing through you. Soften around the discomfort. Resist the impulse to get out of the pose. Be with it. Take about 2 more rounds. Big, huge, deep breaths. One last big inhale, as big as you can breathe. And then open mouth sigh. All right, lift back up to your hands if you're not there already. Plant them under your shoulders. Lift your back knee if it's on the ground. Work your right foot back, plank pose. From your plank pose, left hand is your base this time. Side plank, roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. Yes, left forearm can come down to modify or left knee. So your variation, lift your hips as high as you can. Yes, maybe right arm reaches forward. Maybe right leg floats up. Lift your hips even higher. So much strength, and then soften around it. Find the balance. Take one last breath. You got it. End of your exhale, plank or modify. Inhale at the top to prepare. Exhale, slowly lower down. Back bend of your choice as you breathe in. And then tabletop. We'll take thread the needle with our left arm. So left arm out and up, breathe in here. And then exhale to thread your left arm underneath. Reach, 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 come down to rest. Breathe into your back body. Soft face. Just feeling whatever's moving through. Last couple of rounds. If you happen to have your right hand or right knee lifted, set it back down. Next time you inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it all the way up one more time. Maybe an extra breath here if you'd like, and then left hand down. Sit back one more time into screaming toe pose. So you have the option this time of staying in screaming toe or moving into camel pose. If you want to come into camel, Extended heroes, so get as tall as you can through your upper body. Your knees are hips width distance apart. Hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing an invisible block. Bring your hands behind your back like you're putting your hands into your back pockets. If this bothers your wrists, you can make fists, or you can turn your thumbs in, fingers out. Everybody roll your shoulders back and down. Point your elbow tips straight back at the wall behind you. Hug in with your inner thighs. Press your hands forward into your hips, and then press your hips back into your hands. Lift your heart, puff up through your chest. Stay here or reach whichever arm feels more comfortable back to grab your heel. Once you've got it, maybe other arm reaches back, grab your other heel. Keep puffing up through your chest, hugging in with your inner thighs. Press your hips forward. Breathe, soften your face. Try not to let your head collapse back, but take your head back with strength in the sides of your neck. 2 more rounds. You should be able to breathe big, spacious breaths. Come out slowly, leading with your heart rather than your head. Hands back to your low back for support. Heart leads. Rise up. Head comes up very last. Good job. Come forward, tabletop. And then for a moment, puppy pose. So hips are aligned over your knees. Walk your hands forward. So more of a neutral spine for a couple breaths. And then when you're ready, sit all the way back into child's pose. Should feel good. Breathe into your low back. Good job, friends. In your next couple breaths, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And then whenever you're ready, pigeon pose. So if you want to stay here, open your hip or any other movement, go for it. Eventually, right shin to the top of your mat. Gently set your body down. If you know that you would rather take this in a seat or on your back today, always, that is an option. Hug in. So just like we do in crescent lunge, front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. Find the strength and the structure. Thanks, Chris. What we call the stability. Awesome, Lily. Good, Ellie. And then start your bow forward. Start to soften. About 5 to 10 breaths in your pigeon. Notice where are you tensing up that you do not need to be. How do you distract yourself to get out of your body? Notice that. Where do you go to get away from being right here? How can you stay present? So give your mind something to focus on. Focus on your breath, focus on sensation. There's a million things happening inside of you, your own inner world, if you just pay attention. Good job, everyone. About 3 or 4 more rounds. If you'd like, last big breath, big open mouth sigh. Slowly start to find your way into a three-legged tabletop. So you'll lift your upper body, plant your hands, curl your back toes under, and kind of scoot your back knee forward. Unthread your right leg. So three-legged tabletop, give your right leg a little shake out. And then bend your right knee like you're squeezing a rolled up washcloth behind your right knee, and circle your right knee a few times as big as you can. Try to keep every other part of your body very still. So every other place is just stable, strong, quiet. Reverse your circles. Nice job, good awareness. Take your right leg now straight back, long. And then right tiptoes off the left side of your mat. They're curled under. Pull your hips over to the right. Gaze back over your left shoulder. Look back at your right tiptoes. Lengthen through your right side body. Sometimes I bend one or both elbows. Maybe come down to one of my forearms. Crawl my right hand forward. So feel around. One more big breath. Yes. Back to tabletop. And then back to downward facing dog. Walk it out. If you want to move through your own vinyasa to kind of reset, go for it. Good job, friends. All right, left leg to the sky. Whenever you're ready, pigeon pose, left side. So take your time to set yourself up. Find the structure, the integrity of the pose first. Your left hip energetically is pulling back as you take your heart forward and down. So especially if you are somebody who has more naturally open hips, focus on stabilization just as much as the stretch. Focus on your breath. So when you are uncomfortable in your body, when there's physical discomfort in your body, can you teach yourself to relax, not to freak out and feel like I have to get out of this pose, it's so uncomfortable, I can't stand it, but to be with it, to settle into that discomfort breath by breath, moment by moment. And let your body know you are safe, you can relax, you can let go. So use your breath. Exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. Side out your mouth at any time. Last about 3 or 4 rounds. Open mouth exhales are always welcome. And I'll just leave it up to you. So when you feel just about even on both sides, start to find your way into that 3-legged tabletop position again. So you'll lift your upper body, plant your hand, scoot your back knee forward a bit. Nice, Mary Jo. Take your left leg back, give it a gentle shake. And then eventually bend your knee, squeeze your invisible rolled up washcloth, try to wring it out. At the same time, circle your knee through space. Feel into the range of motion in your left hip joint. The slower you go, usually, The more therapeutic the movement is, the more you can notice. Reverse your circles. Extend your left leg straight back, nice and long. And then left tiptoes off the right side of your mat, curled under, push them into the ground, pull your hips to the left, gaze back over your right shoulder. Lengthen your left side. You might rock forward or back or anything else that calls to you. One more huge deep breath. And then back to tabletop. You choose one final down dog, maybe one final vinyasa, or child's pose if that would feel nice. Just sit back and rest. Good job, everybody. And then in your next, let's say about 3 breaths or so, find your way onto your back all the way down. You can face whichever direction you want to. Once you get down onto your back, hug your knees in and rock gently from side to side. You're almost done, you guys. So give your low back a nice little massage. And then just with awareness of the space around you, supine spinal twist. I'm going to say knees to the right first. But if the space you are in, if it works better to put your knees over to the left first, that's fine. Just make sure you get both sides. And if there's any specific twist that you would like to take, feel free. If you can keep your shoulders nice and broad, nice and open, and keep moving your breath all the way down to your belly, just a little bit longer. Let the ground hold more and more of your weight with each breath. Your next couple of rounds, find your way to the other side. So take a moment as you come through center to neutralize. Maybe take a little rock, maybe give your knees a big squeeze. And then eventually other side. Breathe all the way down, low belly, low back, hips, pelvic floor. And feel all the awareness you've created in your body. Feel your breath flowing through you. Feel the aliveness inside of you. Maybe notice, is it easier to feel the energy inside of you than it was at the very beginning of class? Is it easier to feel yourself after all that intentional movement, conscious breath, than it was at the very beginning of practice? As you feel pretty much even on both sides, come back to center. Find a happy baby pose. And from your happy baby, if there are any other poses, stretches, movements that you would like to explore, feel free. So maybe some sort of inversion, If you have a wall right by you, feel free to use it. Maybe one last heart opener. Maybe you just want to roll out your ankles, roll out your wrists. And then just slowly start to find your way into your final relaxation. So that might be the traditional corpse pose, or that might be a completely different pose. Anything that lets you just relax, let go for these last few moments of class. And my thought for you, this is one of my most favorite poems. It's written by a Mexican medicine woman, Maria Sabina. She says, cure yourself with the light of the sun and the rays of the moon, with the sound of the river and the waterfall, with the swaying of the sea and the fluttering of the birds. Heal yourself with mint and neem and eucalyptus. Sweeten yourself with lavender, rosemary, and chamomile. Put love in your tea instead of sugar, and take it while looking up at the stars. Heal yourself with the kisses that the wind gives you and the hugs of the rain. Get strong with bare feet on the ground and with everything that is born from it. Get smarter every day by listening to your own intuition and looking at the world through the eye of your forehead. Jump, dance, sing, so that you will live happier. Heal yourself with beautiful love, and always remember, you are the medicine. Shavasana. Take a deep breath down into your belly. And let it go. And just bring movement slowly, gently back into your body. Wiggle fingers, toes. Eventually, no rush. Find your way to either side, fetal position. Take a moment resting on your side body, just breathing into your back body. Give your practice a moment to just settle inside of you. Maybe there's some way you visualize your practice, the energy from it, anything that came through for you, just kind of absorbing in, seeping in, integrating in. And then using your arms mindfully, guide yourself up into seated meditation facing the front of the room. So ending right as we began. Sit up tall, close your eyes, gather your hands to your heart, and we will close our practice all together with one collective Om. So even if it makes you feel weird, see if you can just try it. Let your voice come through, let your own vibration come through, not from your head, so not just up in your head and your throat, but all the way down from your gut, all the way down from your belly. Start by exhaling, emptying out, clear your throat as you need to. Breathe in your voice. Namaste. We did it, you guys. Good job. You survived. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask. We did it. See you soon, I hope. Well, they so good too. I love you. Mwah, mwah. Love you, Felipe. Love you, Mama.